Grasp the concept.
前置詞、in 1。in の基本。
Key sentence. We stayed at a cozy inn in the mountains in Nagano. One more time. We stayed at a cozy inn in the mountains in Nagano. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase.
You look so refreshed today. Did you get away for the weekend?
Yeah, I did. Just a short trip to unwind a bit.
Lucky. Where'd you go?
We didn't go far, just somewhere quiet up north.
Let me guess, somewhere in the mountains?
Bingo. We stayed at a cozy inn in the mountains in Nagano, near Lake Nijiri.
Nice. I've always wanted to visit that area. What was the highlight?
Definitely the view from the open air bath. You could see the entire valley and even some snow-capped peaks.
That sounds unreal. Did you take any pictures?
Tons. I'll show you some during lunch. There's this one shot of the sunset that turned out amazing.
Key sentence. I found comfort in his words when I was in pain. One more time. I found comfort in his words when I was in pain. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. I always wondered how you got through that period after your dad passed. You seemed so calm.
It wasn't easy. There were nights I couldn't sleep, and mornings I didn't want to get out of bed.
But you made it through. That really says a lot about your strength, and maybe your dad's too.
I found comfort in his words when I was in pain. I still hear his voice sometimes, reminding me to breathe. Key sentence. My birthday is in February, right after hers. One more time. My birthday is in February, right after hers. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. Emma's birthday dinner is next weekend, right?
Yeah, I booked that Italian place, La Trattoria, near Meguro Station.
Oh, I've been wanting to go there forever. So, let's see. My birthday's in February, right after hers, which means, you're totally planning something just as fabulous for me, right?
Bold of you to assume, but noted. I'll start saving up now. Key sentence. There's a beautiful temple in that direction. One more time. There's a beautiful temple in that direction. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. Are you sure we're not lost? We've taken like 3 turns already.
There's a beautiful temple in that direction. I double-checked it on the map a few minutes ago.
Oh good, let's keep going. I could really use a peaceful spot to clear my head.
Same here. It's supposed to be quiet even on weekends, and the plum blossoms are in full bloom right now. Key sentence. I didn't recognize her in that fancy wig. One more time. I didn't recognize her in that fancy wig. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. Did you notice that girl in the red dress during the opening act of the drama club's play?
You mean the one who waved at us from the side of the stage? I thought she looked vaguely familiar.
I didn't recognize her in that fancy wig. It was Claire. Can you believe it?
Seriously? She totally pulled off that look. I wouldn't have guessed it was her in a million years.
Practical usage.
Key sentence. I visited Hotel New Onishi in Mexico in February. The lobby was spacious, with windows that offered views in all directions. And then there was the chandelier, so stunning I found myself in awe. One more time. I visited Hotel New Onishi in Mexico in February. The lobby was spacious, with windows that offered views in all directions. And then there was the chandelier, so stunning I found myself in awe. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. Okay, but you have to admit, the hotel I stayed at in Bali had a private infinity pool in every suite.
That's cute. Mine in Santorini had a glass floor in the room so you could see the sea turtles swimming under you.
Please, that's overrated. I had a 24-hour personal butler named Javier.
I had a pillow menu with 10 types of firmness. Top that.
Okay, fine, but get this. I visited Hotel New Onishi in Mexico in February. The lobby was spacious, with windows that offered views in all directions. And then there was the chandelier, so stunning I found myself in awe.
Huh, I don't know if that wins, but I am impressed.
Admit it, I just chandelier dropped the mic.
You absolutely did. Respect.
Grammar and vocabulary.
現在完了形。
Key sentence. I've never come across that name before either. One more time. I've never come across that name before either. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. Look at this one, 1954, signed by someone named Lionel Grady. It was tucked inside an old blue note sleeve.
Lionel Grady? That rings no bells. Was he even on the label?
Apparently he played sax with Miles Davis once, on a live set at the Village Vanguard no less.
I've never come across that name before either. Makes you wonder how many of these guys slipped through the cracks. Key sentence. I've barely had time to think about it. One more time. I've barely had time to think about it. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. So we still aiming for the Kyoto trip next month? You mentioned the 12th, right?
Yeah, I sent you the schedule and 2 hotel options last week, both walkable from Kyoto Station. Did you not see it?
I've barely had time to think about it. Things at the office spiraled right after you sent it. End of quarter madness.
Okay, just don't ghost me again. One of those hotels is already showing limited availability.
Grammar and vocabulary.
説明ルール。
Key sentence. She wore jeans torn at the knees. One more time. She wore jeans torn at the knees. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. At first, I didn't even realize it was Reina. She had a completely new hairstyle and no glasses.
Yeah, I did a double take too. She's been leaning into more of a Tokyo streetwear vibe lately.
She wore jeans torn at the knees and an oversized vintage jacket. Definitely not her usual preppy look.
I guess she's just trying to shake things up a bit. Honestly, it suits her more than I expected. Key sentence. It's creamy cheese aged for 5 years. One more time. It's creamy cheese aged for 5 years. Let's check out a dialogue using this key phrase. What did you end up ordering?
It's creamy cheese aged for 5 years. I couldn't resist after reading the description. It's paired with fig jam and toasted walnuts.
Great pick. I was torn between that and their blue cheese plate with truffle honey.
Then let's just split both. We're here to indulge, right?
というわけで、本日の耳トレはこの辺で。ショート動画では短いセンテンスを繰り返し練習できますので、そちらもおすすめです。いいねしていただけると動画作成の励みになります。チャンネル登録していただけるとノエリアと共に飛び跳ねます。それでは次のレッスンでお会いしましょう。